Yeah, this is Black Light, and I'll roll solo. I'm not joining on to nobody. I'm glad I got viewers and stuff, but I ain't down for that conversation, discussing stuff like that. I'm just throwing ideas out there. You know, uh, I'm not advocating violence, because see, ideas is what make worlds anyway, what make culture anyway. See, a culture starts in the idea. A culture is an idea. You know, a world is an idea. A system is an idea. Government is an idea. And how the Caucasian works is like he comes up with ideas, and he goes to somebody to finance his ideas. Like say Bugsy Siegel with the mafia when he came up with the idea about Vegas. He came up with the idea about Vegas, so he went to the mafia family, and they supported him on it, and his dream came true eventually. And now the mafia, they living large off of Bugsy Siegel's idea. Black men don't do that. Now this idea that I'm telling y'all, white people gonna use it too. They might. It's going out over the whole planet. Somebody gonna use it. If y'all brothers, black brothers don't use it, somebody gonna use it. Because they know it's a good idea. But see, black people, just like over in New York, we like crabs in the barrel. We ego tripping and fighting over these little crumbs, man. And the crumbs ain't real anyway. The crumbs is fake, man. It can't fill you up. It can't satisfy your hunger. And that's why I wonder about that. I wonder, I can't believe black consciousness y'all brothers say y'all are. I'm just gonna start calling names like Sanetta, Seti, and all like that. Y'all stumbled up on the gravy train when y'all created the House of Consciousness. I don't know if y'all putting it back in the community or not. But right now y'all talking war talk, and y'all supposed to be conscious. And y'all know we in serious times. With the beast killing up black people and everybody, trying to kill up everybody. So why are y'all bickering or beefing like that? Don't make sense to me. Y'all not as conscious as y'all say y'all are. I don't care what y'all say. It seems like y'all con men though, and y'all done came up on the way to feed yourself. And now that it's threatened, I made a song called "Scandalous," the Hidden Hand. It's on YouTube. When I first made it, I wrote that song about 4 years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. I didn't even know the House of Consciousness back then. I just stumbled up on the House of Consciousness maybe about a year ago. And I studied up on it about a year ago, and I didn't have no tablet. I had the internet, but I didn't know nothing about the House of Consciousness. And my grandson, he wanted an iPad or something, so I bought him one. And he know how to use it, see. So I seen him, videoing himself and posting it up. So I used to have a radio and TV program on the 88.1 WHPR FM in Highland Park, my last show was in 2005. And So I said, well, I could, I still got some DVDs, some outtakes of what I did, but I don't know how to put them on. I don't know how to post them up. So I just seen, I went and bought me like a little iPad, Samsung or what? It's a tablet, and so I said, well, I'm going to try to make my program over again. I'm gonna, do what I used to do. You know, I started my program back in '93. It was called Mind, Body, and Soul. So I said, let me do it like this. And so when I seen, I stumbled across House of Consciousness, and I admired the brother. I said, wow, this is kind of deep. Then he started having them. When he started having them debates, though, I was kind of critical of it to myself. I said, no, this don't seem like it's gonna work. Cause brothers they wasn't really debating, man. They wasn't really showing real scholarship. Cause I done seen religious debates before in other countries and everything. It's handled in a more civil manner, And these brothers was arguing with each other and ready to fight, man. So it reminded me of some wineheads. When I was coming up, used to be some wineheads, philosophizing about life. And they fight they fight each other. So they say, one thing you never talk about is politics and religion, And so these young brothers took that up, but they didn't making money off of it, And it started off all right, but now it ain't too cool, man, because some brothers had supreme scholarship was coming in there. And so I feel like this is what I know for one thing for sure. This is how the Caucasian roll. When they see you, they got a gangster mentality. They gangsters anyway, And when they see you making some money, they want to cut. Or you can't operate. Ask Barry Gordy. Why he ain't still, he ain't old, man. Somebody made him retire. It made him move out to California. You can't just get into Hollywood like, y'all done seen The Godfather and how he did with, how he did with Hollywood. So, they might have moved in on Brother Sinetta, Cause see, y'all trying to, y'all little brothers, man, y'all trying to be gangster, man, but y'all imitating the real gangster, Y'all imitating the real gangster. So when you do that, you can't duplicate him, because you the little G, he the big G. You got Jewish gangsters, you got Italian gangsters, Irish gangsters, Polak gangsters, Anglo gangsters, hillbilly gangsters. You got the Memphis Mafia, and they got every avenue of making money sold up. They'll throw you some crumbs, man, and y'all fighting over them crumbs, see. They got the dope game sold up. They got the the arms control sold up. They got money supply sold up. They got even farmland sold up, man. So we got to just create something, an alternative thing for ourselves. It's hard for us to do it because it's hard for us to come together on some things, you know. We still ego tripping. If we don't think of something, then we don't want to deal with it. You know, we got to be the first ones to think of it in our community, black community. If a brother come up with an idea, oh man, that ain't gonna work. See, the Caucasian, he don't think like that. You know, he have guys with ideas just sitting around him. You know, he surround himself with counsel. You know, and they listen to their elders, because when the mafia, man, you know, it's the elders that pass it down to the young ones, you know, and the young ones listen to them on how to rule, you know. But the black man, he don't want to listen to nobody. The young ones, you know, I realize, you know, that we let you down, but if we knew better, we would have did better, man. Because I know my mother, she took me out of the Nation of Islam when I was 7 years old, and put me back into to the world, you know. But she would have knew better, she would do better. But she didn't know, and she didn't know that she was practicing white supremacy on me. And my daddy didn't either. He thought he was doing best for me, but they didn't know. It was something that we have to come into the realization of, that we got to build our own world. We got to rule our own world. We can't let him build a world up. We can't let him build a world for us. And we can't, and then if we build our own world, we can't let him take it from us. You know? Because it's an alternative to everything. And so I'm sending out these seeds on you. I call them seeds, man. You know? Some of them going to take flourishing on somebody. You know? And probably take flourishing on the white man, because we don't use what we got. Just like in the music business. We got rhythm and blues, jazz, funk and all like that. We can stop using it, and now we just concentrating on hip hop. And the Caucasian that took them all over. You know, making money off of them. So this is Black Light Out. You know, I want to hit you today. You know, today we just gotta think, man. We gotta use our minds. And that's what I'm talking about today. We're gonna go deep into the mind. Black Light Out.